Miami fans who think that it's all about the U. Where's Richard right there? Richard.
There's Richard. Nice, somebody. No last name.
Nice. Richard somebody. Well, he's not man enough to admit his last name. He's got a nice bald hairline right there. Makes me feel better about my hair. All right there. I'm going to assume Richard's a Miami fan because most typical Miami fans over the course of the last 3 days or so have come up with every excuse in the book as to what took place. Let's go with some of the classics that I've heard so far. Bro, you're bragging about beating a Miami team? We suck this year. Well, we have a worse record than you, and we still beat you. Bro, you guys lost to Jacksonville State, and you lost to us. Miami fans can't say anything for a year to us, and that's fine. You had 4 years of bragging rights. We had 7 years of bragging rights, and you used it. You beat us 52-10 last year. That's fine. I 100% give you credit for this. But for the next calendar year, you can't say a damn thing to us. Your program is the definition of a dumpster fire. Your program is abysmal. This is the 20th straight season you will not have a national title. Congratulations. You have freshmen and sophomore on your team that was not born when you won your last national title.
Or a conference title.
No, the last one, their national title.
Or a conference title.
No, they won a conference title in 2003. So you had a few
18 years ago.
Yeah, you had a few who may have just been born, may have been newborns at that time. Your program is a joke. There's no other way to put it. You are literally Notre Dame with a better skyline and better food. You're continuously living in the past and acting like that.
Notre Dame? Did I just hear that right?
Listen to me.
That's the school you went for? That's the football team you went after? Notre Dame?
Hear me out. Let me finish. I'm on my pedestal. Let me go here. I'm on my soapbox.
He's going.
Okay. I'm going to liken him more to Georgia Tech.
No, but I'm saying it like this, in the sense of Notre Dame fans constantly talk about all their accomplishments, and their last national title was in 1988. Miami at least won in 2001. I'll at least give you that much on that one. But Miami constantly talks about the past like that's relevant to today. Oh, we're going to bring Ed Reed back. He's going to get these program back. These players don't know Ed Reed at the University of Miami. They know Ed Reed from the NFL. They don't know these guys. They don't know about what Miami used to be, but yet you want to continue to live in the past. Talk about the current present. The reason you lost this game is because your defense is absolutely atrocious. And who's the man who's calling the defensive plays? Wait for it. What's his name? Oh, yeah, Manny Diaz, your head coach. Manny Diaz should not be fired because of his flaws as a head coach, and he has plenty. He's lost to FIU. He's lost to Duke. He got shut out of a bowl game by Louisiana Tech. He lost to a Florida State team. This is the first time Miami has lost to Florida State when the Florida State has had a losing record since 1974. Nearly 50 years ago was the last time Miami lost to a Florida State team with a losing record when they played. That's Manny Diaz. Manny Diaz has a horrible defense that is averaging in their 6 ACC games to teams like Florida State, to teams like Georgia Tech. He's giving up an average of over 33 points a game on defense. Manny Diaz is the worst thing that could have happened to Miami. And don't get me wrong, this is a program that's had some bad head coaches over the last 15 years. Over the last 15 years, remember, it's all about the youth. So let's look at all the great coaches they've been able to bring in. You brought in Randy Shannon, who happened to be a defensive coordinator on that staff. You then fired him to get rid of him and hire Al Golden, the coach from Temple. Got it, Temple. Then you fired him, and you brought in a coach who got fired from Georgia, Mark Richt, because he was supposed to bring Miami back because he was a Miami grad. And that didn't turn out well, so he left. He resigned for health reasons. And then you brought in, once again, another coach from Temple. Technically, Manny Diaz had been the coach at Temple for a whole, 2 weeks before he came back to Miami?
More like 48 hours.
I think it was a little bit more than that, but sure. So between 48 hours and 2 weeks, he was the coach at Temple. Your program is a joke. Your program right now is a joke program. You're going to get rid of Manny Diaz thinking that all of a sudden you're going to get Mario Cristobal. You're not getting Mario Cristobal. Spoiler alert, you're not getting Mario Cristobal from Oregon. If you think you're getting Mario Cristobal from Oregon, you're plumb damn crazy. That's not happening right there. You're going to next season, you're going to play Florida State, who I'm looking at right now. Florida State beats Miami next year in Hard Rock Stadium. I'll book it down right now. Florida State wins that game. You play Clemson next year. You play Texas A&M next year. You play Virginia Tech and North Carolina next year. With this Miami team right now, yes, I give you that Tyler Van Dyke is a great quarterback, but you lose Charleston Rambo. You lose Bubba Bolden on defense, who was arguably your best defensive player before he was lost for the season to injury. You're going to lose guys who are going to transfer, and you expect to be better? You're 5-5 right now. You are a joke. Everyone who talks about it's all about the U, it's not even close to being about the U. You are literally FIU with a slightly better record. Oh wait, no, you lost your last game against FIU. Don't forget that one. And just remember, the worst Florida State team, what could be the worst Florida State team record-wise since the mid-1970s, you couldn't beat them. You couldn't beat us in our worst year. Think about it. How pathetic of a program are you?
Dang.
Stop it.
You gotta clip that, Mark, and put on the YouTube video there. Just FSU.
I'm going to put it on the Miami channel.
Oh, dear.
No. Oh, man. And put this Twitter on there, too.
Go ahead. I mean, again, it's fine. I get it. I understand it. But right now, Miami fans are delusional if they legitimately think that they are still the same Miami program they once were. Was Miami the dominant program in college football in the 80s, the 90s, and then probably 2000 to 2003? Yeah, they were one of, if not the most dominant teams in college football. But the problem is you can't keep looking at the past. And we're guilty of that at Florida State, too. If I hear one more Florida State person talk about the dynasty era from 1987 to 2000, that era doesn't exist anymore. You have to live in the present. And if you're saying right now, which of the big three in the state of Florida has the most potential, you have to say it's Florida State right now. Now, could that change if Florida State gets blown out by Boston College this week? Of course. Could that change if Florida State gets blown out by Florida on November 27th? Sure, of course. But for right now, you cannot argue that Florida State has the most potential.